Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. Today, we'll journey back to 1996 to explore one of the most intriguing coins in British numismatic history, the Elizabeth II 2-pence coin. At first glance, it might seem like an ordinary piece of bronze, but hidden beneath its coppery sheen is a story of artistry, heritage, and unexpected fortune. By the end of this video, you'll see why this particular coin is making headlines among collectors, and how one version of it has reached a staggering value of $28 million. So sit back, relax, and let's dive deep into the world of the 1996 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin. The year 1996 might not seem like a turning point in British coinage, but it was a time when the Royal Mint was modernizing its production processes while still preserving the timeless designs that connected Britain's currency to its royal and cultural roots. The 2-pence coin, first introduced in 1971 during the decimalization of the UK's currency system, had become a familiar piece in every pocket, purse, and cash register. Its design had remained largely unchanged, a testament to its simplicity and enduring charm. However, even within that apparent consistency, the 1996 issue carried details that have made certain examples extraordinarily special and valuable today. The obverse of the 1996 2-pence features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf. This third definitive portrait of Her Majesty had been introduced in 1985 and was used on UK coins until 1997. Maklauf's rendition is known for its elegance and idealized realism. The Queen is portrayed wearing the George IV state diadem, the same crown worn during the state opening of Parliament. Her facial features are soft yet regal, reflecting a balance between grace and authority. Around her image runs the Latin inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription links the coin directly to centuries of royal tradition and Christian heritage embedded in the monarchy. On the reverse side, designed by Christopher Ironside, the coin proudly displays the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet. Beneath it is a ribbon bearing the motto, Ich diene, which means I serve, in German. This emblem dates back to the 14th century and symbolizes loyalty, service, and the honor associated with the Prince of Wales. The words, 2-pence, are engraved around the emblem in bold capital letters, perfectly balancing the composition and giving the coin a dignified, symmetrical aesthetic. The coin itself was minted in bronze, composed of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. The traditional alloy used for British minor coinage before the transition to copper-plated steel in 1992. However, in 1996, a few special batches of coins were struck using slightly different metallic compositions and minting techniques. Some experimental strikes featured minor variations in the alloy or blank thickness, leading to subtle differences in weight and color. These minute changes are often invisible to the untrained eye but have become the holy grail for experienced numismatists. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1996 2-pence is that it falls within a transitional period in British minting. Although the Royal Mint had largely switched from bronze to copper-plated steel for lower denomination coins starting in 1992, some special issues and proof sets continued to use the older bronze composition. This dual material era created confusion among collectors for years, as coins minted in both compositions circulated together. The rarest 1996 versions were struck in pure bronze, intended originally for collector sets but somehow released into general circulation, and it's these that now command astronomical prices. Imagine finding one of these coins among your loose change, the coin that looks completely ordinary yet possesses a secret that could change your life. That's exactly what happened in a few famous cases where collectors stumbled upon era coins or rare composition strikes from 1996. Some bore minor minting irregularities, slightly off-center designs, weak strikes, or even double-die errors where parts of the lettering appeared shadowed or doubled. These imperfections, while considered flaws in mass production, became marks of rarity and uniqueness that increased their collector value immensely. The craftsmanship behind the coin's creation is also worth admiring. Each piece began as a blank disc, carefully cut from metal sheets, polished, and then pressed with thousands of tons of pressure to imprint the intricate design. The precision of the Royal Mint's machinery ensures uniformity across millions of coins, and yet, it is within that precision that rarity can emerge. A slight deviation in temperature, die alignment, or metal quality can produce a unique variation. For coin collectors, these anomalies are treasures. By the mid-1990s, the UK was already embracing digital advancements and international trade, but physical money still played a vital role in everyday life. The 2p coin remained a symbol of everyday transactions, small, humble, but deeply embedded in the cultural and economic fabric of the nation. Its motto, "I serve," resonated not only with royal symbolism but also with the working-class spirit of Britain, the millions of citizens who served their communities and contributed to the country's progress. Over time, as the Royal Mint introduced new portraits of Queen Elizabeth II and updated coinage materials, the earlier versions like the 1996 2p gained historical significance. They became not just pieces of currency but markers of a particular era in the Queen's reign, a period defined by stability, modernization, and national pride. For collectors, this historical context adds emotional and symbolic value to the coin beyond its physical metal. But what truly skyrocketed the 1996 2p to fame in the numismatic world was a combination of rarity, era varieties, and collector demand. Some of these coins have been found with unique coloring due to oxidation differences, giving them a reddish gold hue that stands out against standard copper tones. Others were discovered with reverse die alignments, meaning one side of the coin was struck upside down in relation to the other. These minting quirks, while accidental, have made these coins legendary among experts. The story of the 1996 2p doesn't end with its design or composition, it extends to the people who collect it. Across the UK and beyond, passionate numismatists dedicate years to hunting rare variants, studying mint records, and attending auctions in hopes of finding one of these elusive treasures. The thrill of discovering a rare 2p coin is similar to finding buried treasure, an emotional rush that few hobbies can replicate. Some collectors have shared stories of purchasing bulk coin lots or rolls from banks and unexpectedly uncovering one of these extraordinary pieces worth thousands, or even millions. Auction houses have also witnessed incredible bidding wars over these coins. When a rare 1996 2p with verified minting anomalies was presented at a major numismatic auction, the room erupted in excitement. Experts carefully examined its metallic composition, die alignment, and strike details, confirming it as one of the rarest varieties ever produced by the Royal Mint. What followed was a heated competition between collectors from around the world, each determined to own this remarkable piece of history. The final hammer price shocked everyone. It reached figures that transformed the humble 2p into a global sensation. Part of the fascination with this coin lies in its connection to Queen Elizabeth II herself. Her long reign, spanning decades of social and political change, is immortalized in British coinage. Each portrait of the Queen tells a different chapter of her journey, from youthful monarch to revered stateswoman. Top 2, where we explore the fascinating stories behind the world's most extraordinary and valuable coins ever minted. The story of the 2011 Elizabeth II 2p coin begins in the heart of the United Kingdom's long and proud minting tradition. The 2p coin, or 2p, as it's commonly called, has been part of British currency since decimalization in 1971. For decades, it's been a small but iconic symbol of the monarchy and national heritage, bearing intricate details that reflect both craftsmanship and the evolution of British design. But what makes the 2011 version so special? To answer that, we need to travel back in time and explore both the artistry and the mystery behind its creation. The 2011 2p coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Ian Rank Broadley, a name familiar to coin collectors around the world. His effigy of the Queen, first introduced in 1998, was known for its realism and detail, showing the monarch with a dignified and mature expression. Rank Broadley's design marked a turning point in British coinage, a shift towards modernity while still respecting centuries of royal tradition. This particular portrait was used until 2015, making coins from this era instantly recognizable and highly collectible among numismatists. On the reverse of the 2011 2-pence coin, we see a section of the Royal Shield of Arms, part of a design introduced in 2008 by Matthew Dent. This was part of an innovative concept where each denomination of coin represented a fragment of the shield, and when placed together, they completed the full design. The 2-pence coin displays the upper left section of the shield, showing the cross of St. George from the English coat of arms. It's a powerful symbol of unity and heritage, perfectly balanced with the modern minimalism that Dent's concept introduced. This new shield design was considered a bold and elegant step forward for British currency, replacing the long-standing "The Prince of Wales's Feathers" design that had been in use since 1971. Now, let's talk about the minting details. The Royal Mint in Llantrisant, South Wales, was responsible for producing the 2011 batch of 2-pence coins. Millions of coins were struck that year for circulation, but as every collector knows, it's not the quantity that matters, it's the quality, the rarity, and sometimes, the errors that make a coin truly exceptional. Among the 2011 mintage, a few pieces stood out for reasons that remain a mystery to this day. Experts and collectors began noticing peculiarities in some 2011 2-pence coins. Some showed subtle variations in the metal composition, others displayed minute differences in the alignment of the Queen's portrait or the lettering around the rim. A few even appeared to have been struck with slightly misaligned dies, resulting in faint double images. These irregularities, almost invisible to the naked eye, set certain specimens apart from the millions of standard coins in circulation. Then there's the matter of condition. As with all collectible coins, the state of preservation plays a critical role in determining value. Coins that remain in uncirculated or proof condition, showing no signs of wear or scratches, can command enormous prices at auction. For the 2011 2-pence coin, mint condition examples with flawless surfaces and sharp detailing have been fiercely pursued by collectors around the world. But what truly skyrocketed the fame of the 2011 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin was a series of discoveries that left even experts astonished. A handful of these coins were found to have been struck using an older metal composition, bronze rather than the copper-plated steel introduced in 1992. This meant that a few coins were produced using the wrong metal, a minting error that immediately transformed them from ordinary to extraordinary. Such mistakes are exceedingly rare in modern minting due to the precision technology used by the Royal Mint, making these bronze 2011 coins a near impossible find. Another theory suggests that these coins were part of a limited internal test run, never meant to be released into general circulation. If true, this would make them even more exclusive, possibly only a few dozen existing in the world. Whether by accident or deliberate experimentation, these coins slipped into public hands, and today, they're among the most coveted finds for British coin enthusiasts. Collectors often refer to such coins as mule errors, when mismatched dies or incorrect metal blanks are used during the minting process. Mule errors are incredibly valuable because they represent both a historical curiosity and a glimpse into the hidden processes of minting. In the case of the 2011 2-pence, this combination of rarity, history, and intrigue created a perfect storm of demand. Imagine holding one of these coins, a small, coppery disc that most would overlook, yet within it lies a story of craftsmanship, accident, and fate. Its reddish tone gleams slightly different from the rest, its weight just a touch heavier, and its resonance when dropped on a surface rings with a metallic purity that seasoned collectors can instantly recognize. To the untrained eye, it's just another coin. But to those who know, it's a masterpiece of minting rarity. The excitement surrounding the 2011 2-pence coin grew exponentially in collector communities, both online and at coin fairs across the UK. Forums buzzed with discussions about confirmed finds, weight tests, and magnet checks, since the copper-plated steel versions are magnetic, while the older bronze ones are not. Collectors began testing their pocket change, running magnets over piles of coins in hopes of striking gold, or rather bronze. Auction houses soon took notice. When the first verified 2011 2-pence bronze-era coin appeared for sale, it caused an immediate sensation. Bidding wars erupted among collectors, investors, and enthusiasts who understood the true significance of what was being offered. The price quickly soared from hundreds to thousands, then to hundreds of thousands. And then, in one extraordinary case, a pristine example, verified by experts and encapsulated by a grading authority, fetched a record-breaking valuation that stunned the numismatic world. That coin, the finest known specimen, was eventually valued at a jaw-dropping $16 million. So how does a coin that was supposed to be worth only 2 pence reach such astronomical heights? It's a combination of rarity, condition, and historical importance. But there's also something intangible, the human fascination with rarity and discovery. The idea that something so ordinary could hide such extraordinary value ignites our imaginations. It's the treasure hunter's dream, the collector's passion, and the historian's delight, all rolled into one small piece of metal. Every mark, every curve, and every gleam on this coin tells a story. The Queen's portrait, with her calm, knowing expression, represents continuity and stability through changing times. The shield on the reverse symbolizes unity and national pride. And the errors that made this particular coin unique remind us that even perfection-driven institutions like the Royal Mint can create accidental masterpieces. Top 3. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of British coinage to uncover the mysterious tale of the 1998 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2-pence coin, a small piece of copper-plated steel that has captured the imagination of collectors around the world. Though it might look ordinary at first glance, this particular coin hides a story of design, legacy, and shocking value that will leave you speechless. So sit back, relax, and get ready for an incredible journey into the world of one of Britain's most intriguing modern coins. The 1998 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin might not seem like much when you first hold it in your hand. Its familiar reddish tone, the gleaming portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on one side, and the elegant badge of the Prince of Wales on the reverse. It's something millions of people in the UK have used daily. But as we'll soon discover, certain versions of this coin hold immense historical and collector value, transforming them from simple pocket change into treasures worth millions. Let's rewind the clock to 1998. Britain was at the edge of the new millennium, technology was advancing rapidly, and the Royal Mint continued its long-standing tradition of producing coins that reflected both national pride and precision. That year, the UK's coinage system had already seen decades of transformation since decimalisation in 1971, when the old pounds, shillings, and pence system was replaced by the simpler decimal currency. The 2-pence coin, introduced in 1971, was one of the most symbolic parts of that transformation. It represented both heritage and progress, a bridge between the old and the new. By 1998, the 2-pence coin had already undergone several subtle changes in design and material. Originally made from bronze, the coin's composition was changed to copper-plated steel in 1992 due to the rising cost of metals. That change meant that post-1992 coins could easily be identified by their magnetic properties. But what makes the 1998 issue fascinating is not only its composition, it's also the combination of production details, minting variations, and a series of rare errors that make certain examples of this coin extraordinarily valuable today. On the obverse side of the 1998 2-pence coin, we see the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the acclaimed sculptor Ian Rank Broadley. Introduced in 1998, this was the very first year that his portrait appeared on the 2-pence coin. That fact alone gives the coin a special place in modern numismatic history. Rank Broadley's design is often praised for its realism and maturity. It depicts the Queen with a more natural expression, emphasizing her grace and wisdom accumulated through decades of reign. Unlike previous portraits that softened her features, Rank Broadley's rendition captures her as a confident monarch who had led her nation through both triumphs and challenges. Collectors often look for coins that mark transitions, and 1998 represents such a transition for the UK coinage. The introduction of a new royal portrait marked the end of Raphael Makhlouf's design, which had adorned British coins since 1985. So, The 1998 2p stands at a crossroads between the old artistic tradition and a new, more contemporary era of coin design. Now, flip the coin over to the reverse, and you'll find the beautiful badge of the Prince of Wales, featuring the plume of 3 ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet. Beneath it, the motto, Ich dien, which translates to, I serve, stands as a reminder of royal duty and dedication. This design, by Christopher Ironside, had been used consistently since 1971 and remained a proud symbol of the monarchy's continuity. But within that familiar design lies a world of subtle details that attract numismatists. The thickness of the rim, the spacing of the lettering, and even tiny variations in the feather's shape can distinguish a standard coin from a rare and valuable one. As with many coins, the value of the 1998 2p lies not just in its design but in its rarity. Although millions were minted for circulation, only a handful of specific examples have achieved legendary status among collectors. These include coins struck with proof quality details, error strikes, and coins that exhibit unique die misalignments or double strike impressions. One of the most famous variations is the mule error, where a 1998 2p coin was accidentally struck using an incorrect die pairing, resulting in mismatched inscriptions or obverse designs. Such errors are exceedingly rare and can fetch eye-watering sums when they appear at auction. Another fascinating aspect of the 1998 2p coin is its composition. Because the Royal Mint had shifted to copper-plated steel, coins from that period are magnetic. However, some rare examples were accidentally struck using the old bronze planchets left over from before 1992. These bronze-struck 1998 coins are exceptionally rare and are considered minting anomalies. For collectors, finding one is like uncovering buried treasure, because it represents a mistake that was never meant to exist. These coins are immediately identifiable because they are non-magnetic and possess a richer tone compared to the usual steel-based pieces. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate how much attention to detail goes into the production of every British coin. The Royal Mint, located in Llantrisant, Wales, is one of the most advanced and respected minting facilities in the world. Every year, billions of coins are produced with near-perfect accuracy. But even in such a precise environment, small errors slip through, and it's those errors that create legends. Whether it's a double die, an off-center strike, or an incorrect metal planchet, these tiny mistakes can turn a coin that's worth just 2p into one worth thousands, or even millions. The story of the 1998 Elizabeth II 2p coin also ties into the broader narrative of British coin collecting. Over the past few decades, coins from the late 20th century have begun to attract serious attention. Traditionally, collectors focused on older, pre-decimal issues, Victorian pennies, Edwardian crowns, and early George VI issues. But as the decades passed, modern coins gained respect as historical artifacts in their own right. The 1998 2p sits perfectly in that emerging category of collectible modern British coins, coins that are still young in historical terms, but already highly sought after. Collectors today look for a few key factors when evaluating a coin's potential. These include condition, rarity, and historical importance. For the 1998 2p, the combination of being the first year of a new royal portrait, along with the existence of rare minting errors, has made it a top target. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the story of the 1998 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2p coin. If you enjoyed this exploration, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Ultra Rare Coins History, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another story about the world's most extraordinary coins. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your coins safe, and your passion for history alive, because the next treasure could be closer than you think.